We are back in CCP's art department to see more of what is coming out in the winter expansion and beyond. Check it out.
So we're also very soon introducing 4 new ships, 1 for each race, new battle cruisers in terms of size, but with oversized guns fitted to them. So it's pretty exciting, something that we're very much looking forward to not only look at, we can already look at it on our screens of course, but that we're very excited to try out on TQ. It's been a very interesting process because we've decided to pick some of the designs that came up in the 2 contests that were held around a year ago, a bit less than a year ago. We had a lot of submissions from a lot of designers, many of them from the EVE community, and we've picked 4 designs. For me, it was very exciting to contact the 4 designers that we picked the design from and to tell them that their ships were going to be in game at some point pretty soon.
This is the Galente battle cruiser, Talos.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
And what are you doing to it right now?
We're finishing up the low poly model,
Okay.
so we can move on to detailing it and texturing and stuff like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We want some textures on it before we put it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would help. Yes, yes, yes.
Some of the things we're working on indeed are also some of the old things that we want to either reintroduce or improve. Engine trails, for example, is something that we're definitely working on. We're also working on effects for some of the weapons. Doomsday, for example, we're also revamping not only the effect, but we're working with the sound guys also on redoing new sound. We're still working also on the Sino effects. There's still some work to be done there, and we already have some new things to put out pretty soon. So those are the things also that we definitely work on as well. The warping experience is going to be also revamped in some ways, definitely. So it's a bit of a mix. I mean, there are definitely things that we, and when I say we, I'm talking about not just me as a CCPer, but also as an EVE player, really want to see back in the game. And part of the team is definitely working on these things as well, yes. And some of them will show up pretty soon.
We've covered most of what the art department is working on for the winter expansion, but we want to take a look at some things that are beyond the horizon, such as the V3 project.
The idea with the V3 project is that slowly but surely we're taking all the ships and then eventually all the objects that you see in space in EVE into a new level of visual aspect. So there are 2 things to it. There is a technical part that allows us to, in a much easier way, influence the look of the objects. When I say objects, it can be ships or stations or anything that is out there, by tweaking parameters in the shaders and not having to rework the assets themselves. So of course, one of the things that we could do with the ships once they've been V3'd is for the players having custom skins on their ships, having logos applied to the ships, and having a much more unified look, for example, for a corporation, for an alliance, and so on. That's totally part of the things that the players could enjoy at some point once all the ships have been redone.
This concludes our visit to the CCP art department, but you might want to check out our next episode because we're going to visit the game design teams working to cook up some really cool features for the winter expansion, and some of them might even be a surprise.